If you're happy, I'm happy.
I love you.
So by now, I think most of you know that Katherine Langford was in Avengers Endgame. At one point, she was rumored to be Kate Bishop, but of course it turned out she was a completely different character. She would be the grown-up version of Iron Man's daughter. Unfortunately, her scenes were cut because they were a little too confusing into what exactly was happening at the time. But now the actress opens up and she wants to return as his daughter and take on the mantle, or I should say the suit, of Iron Man. At this point, if she was to say no, she doesn't want to come back, that would probably be foolish. It's the biggest franchise of all time, and she ended up being cut out of what would have been probably the biggest role of her life up until this point. This would have put her on more radars, and I think at the same time, it also would have guaranteed her something in the future in case Morgan is used in the future in some sort of capacity. Now recently, she got to talk a little bit as part of a interview that's of course not conducted in person because we can't do that, but of course she was asked about Endgame, about being cut, and her thoughts on returning, and here's what she said, and I quote, "I figured if you're going to get cut from anything, like at least I have the experience of being cut from the final Avengers film. I'm just happy to have the memory. I was so scared of doing it because I literally couldn't say anything. And I don't know if I would be able to say anything, but I'd love to." And that was a response to her getting the cut and getting asked if she would come back. So the big takeaway people have is that she's not allowed to say anything, but she's interested in coming back. And I think this is one of those things where we don't exactly know what Marvel plans to do with the Iron Man character or an Iron Man-like character. And again, if she was to come back, the age and time wouldn't exactly match up, so it would have to be further in the future. But by then, she's of course going to be getting older as well. So I would assume they would have to recast. Now, there's also the possibility they could play with time displacement and all this, which again, that could work, and the MCU has already dealt with time and multiverses are coming and all that, so it's a possibility. Or it could just be that maybe she's not going to return because they're looking to focus on Ironheart, which again we know is something that's been actively in development in some stage for the better part of about 4 years. So again, there's a lot of moving pieces here. Now honestly, I would be okay with her coming back, like not a problem at all. Very talented actress. I think she could maybe even be offered another role, because again, it's just a deleted scene. Those aren't canon. So if they can find another job for her and give it to her there, that would honestly be great. And this gets me excited because if this is true, and they have plans for her, or she can't talk about it because there's some rumors out there that she might be coming back, that's pretty cool, honestly.